seems like every year we go through this with ESPN with their volume of layoffs, and they went crazy yesterday. Some names surprised me when it came to the releases. What was the biggest surprise, in your opinion, from the layoffs of ESPN?
Jeff Van Gundy and Jalen Rose were the top two standouts for me.
Really? I think Jeff is horrible. You like Jeff Van Gundy?
Bro, like we can talk crazy about Jeff Van Gundy, but what he's brought to ESPN during basketball season, especially commentating during games, is priceless. Why? Because he be on BS sometimes, but a lot of times he calls out things that he's probably not supposed to call out. Like, I don't know why they called that foul. I don't know why that ref is. Look at this ref on the last play. He called.
He's a bit of a rebel.
Yeah,
he's a bit of a rebel, and I do like the back and forth with him and Mark Jackson. I do.
Priceless, bro. We've been watching that for years now. So I was surprised about that. And then Jalen Rose. I like the ish that Jalen Rose be talking, man. I feel like he's one of the best NBA analysts out there on the market. And to get rid of him for whatever reason is crazy to me.
That Ja Morant interview did Jalen Rose in, bro.
Yeah,
that did him. He did not slam the gavel on Ja Morant the way they wanted him to. Like, he was giving Ja Morant a chance to breathe. They didn't want him to conduct that interview like that. They wanted to drive the stake into Ja Morant, make him feel bad, do all this extra stuff. Jalen didn't take that. I believe that definitely played the role, because look, I mean, if it's not that, bro, what else could it be? So Jalen was the man.
What did he say, Seven? He said, so Ja, whose gun was it?
Jalen ain't gonna really sell out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jalen gonna do what he got to do professionally, but Jalen ain't gonna sell out, man. I remember the back and forth he used to have with Stephen A. and Skip Bayless. You know what I mean? Even at a young situation, he ain't like no Kendrick Perkins and all that. Like, he ain't gonna really sell out like that. He have his little moments, but I was definitely surprised that they got rid of Jalen and kept somebody like Kendrick Perkins. But then when I thought about it, all Kendrick Perkins do is bash people. He's like that under that wing of Stephen A. Smith. So I see why that whole First Take team, they still together.
This is what a lot of people are not talking about too. And this goes in regards to your guy, your greatest player of all time. Salute to him.
LBJ.
Salute to him. They kept a lot of Clutch Sports media. They didn't even bring up any of those. Everybody like half of their staff that are analysts are assigned with Clutch Sports.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones who are not, they're out of there. They got rid of season. For Susie Colbert, and she was with the company for 27 years.
Something years, bro. Almost 30 years. Never been a troublemaker. She stuck to business. Deaded her. Steve Young, out of here. Max Kellerman, out of here. Really, bro.
And Max, bro, I don't know why Max is getting Max is dope at what he does, bro. That he about to make a lot of money somewhere else, though. I think Max is one of those guys. He about to get paid somewhere else.
His days was numbered, man. Ever since the whole Stephen A. Smith, that his days was numbered, man. Because they got this guy Pat McAfee coming in to ESPN now. He, they clearing out money for him and Stephen A. It's just crazy, bro. The ESPN do this year in and year out, bro. I don't know how we can respect them.
But I don't remember it ever being like this. This was major. This year during this moment, it's major names. You feel me? And with the major names, that tells me that the ratings and things of that nature, they're not doing as well as they once were. That's what that showed.
No, absolutely not. You know why? And I'm not talking about me specifically. It's because of us. The social media, the internet, these new independent platforms, such as what I have, such as what you have over there, Get Your Bars Up Media. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the sports platforms. Like, we're changing the game.
Yeah,
And the ESPNs, the Fox, they're still the most prominent, the most dominant because they're on television. But people are going different outlets and different places to get opinions, analysis, and entertainment. So, that old school mentality and delivery of giving out news and information from ESPN and a lot of shows, it don't work no more because we got a lot of different, personalities online that's giving the same information but delivering it in their own little customized way and they not filtered. So, it's going to be hard for these networks to really keep competing at a point.
I got a
But
question for you, Seven. Once you
yes,
finish
sir.
up, when was the last time you, not during a basketball game or an NFL game, when was the last time you watched ESPN, Sports Center, and that, like, sat down and actually watched it, bro?
Bro, it oh my God. I'm gonna be so honest. It had to be at least 7 years. Like I literally stopped watching ESPN dedicated lives when Skip went to Fox in 2016.
Yeah,
Like once that happened, everything that ESPN had going on, I was just always iffy. Like I might catch an episode of NBA Today, stuff like that.
yeah,
But just as a supporter of ESPN, bro, it's been about 5 to 7 years since I actually watched them or look for information from them at this point.
bro. Shout out to Ant.
That's a fact,
Exactly.
bro.
Like all I do is watch clips. I've been watching clips probably since like 2016, 2017, to watching the first takes and actually watching the whole show. Like I
Yep.
used to watch the whole
The
show. I'll
whole
be at
entire
work or
debate show.
somewhere and watch it. Now I only watch clips on YouTube, bro. That's it. Of
Yep.
any sports with any station. You feel me? I didn't even watch Shannon and Skip. I didn't watch that. I watched the clips though. I watched a lot of the clips of the subjects, but that's my point when it comes to the viewership. Like you
Right.
were saying, the podcast and YouTube is taking over with these clips because it's millions, hundreds of millions of people watching these clips every
Yep.
single day, not
Yep.
watching the show.
Now you brought up a name who's kind of been an elephant in the room. I don't think it's going to happen, but some people saying a lot of these layoffs are happening because they're trying to free up some money for Shannon Sharpe.
Yes.
I don't think that Skip was allowed Shannon Sharpe in that buyout agreement to work for ESPN, but I don't know what the agreement was specifically. And I heard that he was supposed to take a job with FanDuel or something. So, do
Yeah.
you realistically think that Shannon would return to ESPN?
I believe that he would if the bag is what it is, and if they're clearing out all of this so they can clearing out all of these big names so they can bring in a couple big faces to it. It's not a bad idea, but I was. This is just a rumor. I don't know if this is real or not, but FanDuel. I heard FanDuel is offering Shannon Sharpe between $80 to $100 million.
Really?
This is what I am hearing. And if that is the case, that's where he's probably going to be.
Sign me up. Jesus.
Yeah, but you don't understand. Like Shannon did exactly what he was supposed to do. People knew who he was for a tight end, and then he would say some ridiculous takes on NFL Today when he was with CBS and all of that stuff. You feel me? He people was like, yeah, whatever. But when he jumped on that Skip Bayless train with that show, and then he actually created and made his own, like he became Shannon Sharpe. People don't even know that. People don't even know he even played football no more.
Yeah.
People forget that he's one of the greatest tight ends to
Hall of
ever play
Famer.
the game. Hall of Famer. Now we look at him as, oh, that's the dude. Hey, now he's Unc. Now we call him Unc. Now we talk about Black and Miles. He got his own podcast now where he's getting, each video is getting like 300,000 to 1 million views each clip that he puts out now on his channel. That's big, bro. That's big.
Shannon is definitely set himself up, for success outside of the game, most definitely. And I think the next move that he is going to make is probably going to be a big one. So
yeah,
I just don't think that it's going to be with ESPN though.
ESPN. I don't think it's going to be with ESPN as well. But I will say that it is possible.
Word.